how one music video got the whole block arrested. I don't know how a whole block could get arrested from one music video. Because it says Saw Baby. The only thing I know of is Bobby Shmurda when he did that one thing. But let's see what he's talking about.
You know how rappers be snitching on themselves? Yeah, imagine being accidentally responsible for getting the whole block locked up. This is what happened to Saw Baby. Back in 2017, he was just blowing up off this song, Pull Up With a Stick. He dropped the snippet on Instagram, and that's when it first got traction. When the time came around to drop the song, he decided to go shoot.
I don't know shit about Saw Baby, if I'm just being honest. I don't really know too much. All I know is he had that one song that went crazy. I think it was 24 or 25. And then he was on Jack Boys too.
A music video. He pulled up to the Sierra Ridge apartments in Atlanta with a bunch of his friends, and they were pointing all different kinds of guns throughout the whole video. Now, this might not sound that unusual with how many times this has been done.
Yeah, it's like, bro, niggas point guns in videos all the time. Why would that get you locked up?
Other rap videos over the years, but it's the fact that the song sounds like this.
Pull up with a stick, let it hit. Pull up with a stick, let it hit.
This song came out right when
How could that still get everyone locked though?
SoundCloud had just hit the mainstream, and that whole melodic auto-tune trap sound was still a new thing, so people weren't completely used to it yet. And this was kind of like one of those videos where the music video doesn't match the song at all, but this time it wasn't a skit, it was a real song. This was actually one of the many reasons why Pull Up With a Stick stood out at the time. And it wasn't just people having pistols. They had all different kinds of AKs, ARs with extended mags and drum mags and lasers that were probably all stolen, because back then there was an epidemic of people breaking into cars just to steal people's guns in Atlanta. And instead of maybe a few extra people tagging along, there was like over 60 people. Along with all that, there were people being looked for by the police, and some with active warrants out on them just casually chilling in the video like millions of people weren't gonna see it. And the place where they filmed it had a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. What nobody knew was that this one video was gonna be the straw that broke the camel's back. A week after this video came out, a murder had taken place in the Sierra Ridge apartments. Apparently someone was trying to sell a TV he stole, but he ended up getting robbed and killed for that TV. By 2016, there was already an investigation.
Imagine you steal a whole TV. Bro, imagine you steal a whole TV. Go to sell it so you could get the profit off of stealing it. You're not stealing it just to watch it and sit back and enjoy the episodic television shows. No, you're stealing the TV to go sell it. All right, cool. You go to sell the TV and someone else is trying to steal it from you. Bro, what? I thought we was all trying to eat. I know you trying to eat, but let me eat. You feel me? Niggas died over the TV. That's crazy, bro. That was stolen? Damn.
To the complex by the cops, but this just made them go even harder. The police figured out about the music video when a witness told them they saw the guy who did it in the Saw Baby video. The amount of evidence of
I wonder if that person's still with us today.
Possibly stolen guns, people on the run, child endangerment, and whatever else being shown on video made this case a lot easier to solve. But even then, it still took them a little while to find out who actually did it. Long story short, they asked around for any possible info to help with the case, and after asking so many people who didn't say nothing, eventually they were given hints about some girl being the shooter, but it turns out it wasn't really her. But when they brought her in though, she did lead them to the guy who actually did it. And this led to the cops finding out everything. He got a life sentence and 24 other people were arrested. It turns out they've been stashing a shit ton of guns and drugs at Sierra Ridge, basically using that place as a safe house. Out of all 291 apartments, only 40 of them were actually being used by people to live there. That's how much this place was being used as a front for illegal shit. And with so much stuff going down in the complex to the point where from how many police reports there were on crimes happening here, on average, the cops were coming over a few times every day. So from now on, this wasn't gonna...
In a span of 936 days, police said people filed 236 incident reports related to criminal activity, which on average would result in 4 police reports per unit. Police responded to the apartments for matters generally 3 times a day.
What?
God damn, this nigga not lying too. He put the whole source and everything. He wants you to know that he's telling the truth.
keep going on any longer. Sierra Ridge had over 400 code violations, including fire hazards and trash hazards. And the landlord was hit with a bill of nearly $700,000 for not paying the water bill. In August of 2017, the people living there were given 2 weeks to go pack their bags and leave. And then 2 weeks later, they cut off the water, boarded up all the windows, and closed off the place. It was ordered to be demolished in 2018.
What about the people that actually live there? I'd be so mad.
Boarded up all the windows and closed off the place. It was ordered to be demolished in 2018, but Sierra Ridge sat there abandoned for years until they renovated the whole place in 2022 and opened it up again in 2023. Nowadays, it ain't even called Sierra Ridge anymore. Now it's called the Avenue at 3060. This whole situation actually got turned into an episode on the First 48 back in 2020. And if you want some extra info about that case, you can go.
They called it Gangland. Yo, they called the nigga shit Gangland. Saw baby, you from Gangland, bro? If a nigga tell me you from Gangland, I'm leaving his ass alone. Nigga, I'm turning around going back the other way.
Watch that. Fortunately, Saw Baby never got wrapped up in all this because he didn't do nothing illegal. All he did was just pull up and shoot a music video, and he probably didn't know what the hell was going on. Saw Baby went on to sign a record deal for $2 million with Warner Brothers. Pull Up With a Stick went platinum, and he was getting a lot of recognition from other rappers in the industry. Now, unfortunately, the guy who produced the beat for Pull Up With a Stick got hit up by Atlantic Records and signed a horrible work for hire deal, and they basically took all his publishing,
Got him, bro. And I know how they did it too. They're like, see that nigga right there? We could take advantage of him. Niggas at the table at the meeting probably like, bro, what are you talking about? We could take advantage of him. We could take advantage of him. Take everything he has. How? Because it doesn't sound like it's making sense. How? We offer him a contract. And it works. Because niggas gonna sign whatever to say, oh, they finally signed. You did not read that shit. Exactly.
Rights to the song, and he only got paid one time for this platinum song. We don't exactly know how much money that was, but it was definitely way too low. After Saw Baby finished going on tour and wrapped up that whole press run for his album, he got dropped from his label and kept continuing on with his career independently. And he's still been really successful on an underground level. He has a very loyal fan base and has had some success with albums like Squidtastic and Saheem. And he even got on Jack Boys 2 with Travis Scott last year and featured on Don
What's up with all the upside down crosses, man? Goddamn.
Tolliver's album this year. It's crazy how a decade into his career, he's still doing pretty good for himself, all while staying independent and operating with his own indie label, Casting Bait Music Group, with the help from his family. So all that
Casting Bait. This what they did to Dog. This what they did to the producer. This what they did. Here, nigga, look. Here, record deal, paper, contract. Got him. Left him in the hood.
Family. So all that money from those streams goes straight to him.
Good videos. Good quick videos. It's going up on the YouTube.